What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mitch Smooth, back at y'all again with another video after being suspended from YouTube for telling the truth. You know how they do. But I'm back, you know. I know a lot of people are disappointed right now because things didn't go as planned, as we thought. But I just want y'all to know, man, God is in control. If you don't believe any of us that is speaking on this, we're not perfect by all means, but if you don't trust us, or don't believe in us, believe in God, trust God, because God is at work and He is in control, and things are gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen on our time. It's gonna happen on God's time. You gotta understand that, people. But it's not going to take decades to get this done, So I got a video that I want to share with you guys. David Rodriguez, a former pro boxing champion. He's also good friends with Charlie Ward and all those guys, Charlie Ward, most definitely. Shout out to Charlie Ward. Shout out to David Rodriguez. Shout out to everybody that's putting the truth out there because we need it. No time for slacking. We got to keep it moving. But I'm gonna show y'all this video, man. If y'all like the video, like the content, like the video, subscribe, comment, share the video most definitely so it can get out to other people. February is gonna be an explosive month. It's going to be an explosive month. Y'all will see. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to David.
Going to wait for some people to get on board here. I got some interesting news, man. Interesting stuff, interesting developments that we should have known all along. It was so obvious. It was staring us in the face. But if you're wondering right now what's going on with Wall Street, it's as simple as money laundering, okay? They're moving money, and I'm going to tell you why, and the reasons are staring us right in the face. It has to do with the executive orders that Mr. T signed from in September of 2018, which is foreign interference in an election. This all pertains to a genius move made by Trump by putting things in order, almost like booby traps. Okay, for the deep state. So the first executive order was number 13848 on foreign interference, signed September 18th, 2018. Now that goes into effect the day after election fraud is committed. Okay, so the first executive order of foreign interference goes into effect 45 days from the actual election fraud to complete the report, the DNI report. So 45 days from, I think it's November 3rd, it takes the investigation begins, okay? So the investigation begins from November 3rd to December 18th. Okay, that's the first 45 days of the investigation. Then you're given a second 45 days for the writing and delivery of the report, which was late 2 days because there was so much interference. That takes us to January 22nd, which was 2 days late. Should have been January 20th. This all kind of goes with Freedom Day being January 30th, but I guess it's going to be delayed a little bit. So February 1st is when the fun begins, is what I'm seeing here. This takes us to the executive order of seizing assets and imposing sanctions on the parties involved in the interference. And that all begins February 1st. So February is going to be a crazy month, people. It's going to be an insane month. So February 1st is when they start seizing assets and freezing money with any party that was involved in the interference. Even people that were covering up for the interference, which is mainstream media. This 30 days of these freezings of assets will take us to March. And this is why you see Wall Street acting bipolar and going crazy and all the money being laundered into GameStop is because they're freaking out. They're freaking out because they see what's coming and they're fucked. So basically, all the criminals involved in this are now going to start going down the drain. And it seems to be, so it was a total 90 days for this Ratcliffe report, okay, for all of this to come to fruition. And it starts February 1st. And that is why you're seeing the markets go do some crazy shit right now. And we probably will see gold and silver skyrocket. This all starts adding up to me. I started looking at the troops standing outside the fencing in Washington, D.C. They're preparing. And so now the media, with whatever push they have left, because they're not going to have anything left after February or during February, because all assets, anybody who's even involved with this, their assets are frozen. They're going to start pushing the narrative that Trump's a dictator and then he's going to start re-emerging onto the scene. Which he is. He rightfully is, because the EOs, the executive orders that he put in place, booby-trapped them. They knew Biden was a fraudulent president. And all of it was fake. But they had to go through with it because the report wasn't yet ready. None of this was going to go into effect until February. So February 1st is when all of this starts playing out. So if you want to go look at the first executive order that he signed, it's number 13848 on foreign interference, signed September 18th, 2018. And so when that foreign interference took place, which was November 3rd, I think, yeah, they had 45 days from November 3rd to the December 18th for the investigation. Okay? Then the second 45 days is the writing and the delivery of the report to the president. And that was late 2 days. Because there was so much interference that they were like, dude, I can't put all this into the fucking report. That takes us to January 22nd, which was 2 days after the projected delivery. Now, this is why the markets are acting so crazy. They're laundering money, it looks like. Which allows Mr. T, guys, I'm going to keep this on just for a little while. I'm just going to keep this video on for a little while. This is epic what's getting ready to happen. This is never before seen. Any party involved in this fraud, they're done. All assets frozen. The executive order of seizing assets and imposing sanctions on parties involved in the interference begins February 1st. Which is why we're seeing the money laundering right now. They're moving money right now. They're moving money right now because they're panicking. They're freaking the fuck out. Which takes us right to March. Which is when Mr. T could get sworn into the Republic. This is epic. All of this is coming together for me right now. Putting all the pieces together. I needed to take some time off, some days off to relax and recover a little bit. But yeah, I finally got the rest I needed, and I'm here now just letting you guys know, man, this is what's going on 100%. And it's an amazing way to set up booby traps for this current administration. So February is going to be interesting, and get ready for the narratives to come out that Trump's being a dictator and blah, blah, blah. Truth is, fraud, 100%. And he set them up. He set them up step by step where they fell into it. And these are now going to be enforced. and they're screwed. So I hope this, guys, makes you feel at ease. So February should be an exciting month. And I hope I explained that well. Did I? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so I guess I explained it well. It was hard for me to even try to understand. I was like, wait, hold on. What exactly? This 30 days, 90 days. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4. What the fuck am I doing here? So I was trying to figure all this out, and then I did it. So this all goes back to the EOs. And guys, I'm going to leave this up just for a little while. Do not believe the mainstream media. They're going to fall. They're done. They're done. In February, they're done. Because anybody who conspired or covered up this fraud, they're going down too. Their assets are frozen too. All of them, they're broke. They're all going broke. So I'll save this live and I'll put it up on Nino's Corner when I can. Probably when I get home. I'm gonna go to Ruidoso for a little bit and chill in a cabin, relax. I just had to have a couple days to put this all together. I wouldn't leave you guys. I told you. I had to let it sit and swirl a little bit. Talk to certain people. Tell you what, man, Charlie Ward's an amazing dude, man. This guy's like sitting back enjoying this shit just as it goes. But share this because it looks like February is going to be one hell of a fucking month.